Right. Hi, Varputa. You all welcome to the grade 11 fast track theory program. So we had the lesson trigonometry. So we will move forward with the balance lesson. So last time we discussed about the how to find a side length when the angle and a non-side length is given. Right. So as I mentioned in trigonometric equations, these are the two things they are asking. Right. As I learned in as conclusion how they will ask a length, distance, side length, they will ask, okay, one thing. The other things, they will ask an angle they will ask, right? So as I mentioned, to find the side length, we required two things. You have to choose an angle to be known, and another side length to be known. Okay, then to know the an angle, we required two side length. So we require two side length. So that is the conclusion, right? And good news for you, the results was released yesterday, right? In my class, the most of the students got the AB passes, right? So this time, more than 10 students got 9 A pass in the online class itself, right? So I think get a motivation. The next is yours time. Um, try to become an expert in the results, right? Give 9 if you can, right? So that is not an inachievable target. You can achieve it, right? So you have the sufficient time. This 4 months is sufficient to change your results, right? For especially focus the main subjects, right? And we can see that some students are losing in math, science, such main subjects in the exam, right? So focus to take solid A pass as well. The 9 8 targets, 9 8 targets, right? Once you see the result sheets, marvelous, right? Then you can see all the subjects A passes. So I got that target, right? When I faced the O-level exam, I got all the subjects A passes, right? That time we had 10 subjects there. So likewise, you also can do it, right? Take this opportunity and start thinking and become that and do that target. Okay, right? That is very good points that you can think. Okay, right. Okay, right. So we are now at the lesson trigonometry lesson. So trigonometry we completed the last week, finding a side length, right? Then today we are moving to finding an angle, and then we complete the theory parts and we will do the equation. So this is very easy equation, right? But a lot of students think that the trick is difficult. Okay, learn in this conclude manner. So you know that in the exam we may have side length to calculate. To calculate side length, I required an angle and a non-side length. Okay. The other option, an angle being asked, to find an angle, I required non-two length. That's the conclusion of this lesson, right? Then we discussed the three trigonometry ratios, sine, cosine, tans. In all level maths, we are using only three trig ratios, but If you do A-level mathematics, combined maths, then you deal with 6 trigonometric ratio. Okay. Now we will write down the topic, finding an angle, finding an angle, right? So for an example, I take a right angle triangle, and here imagine this very simple example. Huh? Here 8 centimeter, and it is given here 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 centimeter. This length is given. Okay, only these two lengths are given, right? So they are asking this angle to be found. This is the theta they are asking to find. Okay, right. Now how to find the theta, right? So I argue to find an angle, I required what I required two known side length. Whether I check in this triangle, two known side length are there? Yes, 8, 6 known. That is known. Yes, now I write their names with respect to the angle given, angle to be found. With respect to this angle, I named there, this is the angle. So I mention you, this is the opposite side to that angle. So I name that is opposite sides to the angle, opposite sides. Okay, then this is the theta and this is hypotenuse and this is the adjacent side of the angle, adjacent side. Okay, then I know which ratio to be applied. How to decide it? You know that opposite and adjacent to be dealt in the ratio. So which ratio you refer? Opposite adjacent deals with tan theta. So now you write tan theta equal, right? Which opposite over adjacent? Opposite is 8 centimeter. Divide by the adjacent is 6 centimeter. Now you can divide it and you can take the tan theta value. Okay. Now you can divide tan theta equal now 8 divided by 6 with the long division. You can do it. Right. 8 divided by 6. So 6, 1, 6. Then 2 remaining points there. Then 20. Right. Then likewise, it is continuing. Imagine to the 4 decimal places, I got the answer. I take to the 4 decimal places. Then I can see now tan theta equal 1.3333. Now it is tan theta. That means there is an angle which do not know called theta. The tan value of it given this much. So now we check which angles tan values gives you 1.3333. So how to do? Like looking and the anti-logarithm, similar to that. So now tangent ratio of a certain angle given, and they're asking the angle. Okay. Now how to find the theta? Now this is the way finding theta. Actually, we call in A level that is tan inverse 1.3333. But in O level, we are not much writing that tan inverse case. Just now check where in the tangent table 1.3333 is located. We identify then the angle, like taking the anti-logarithms, the similar procedure. Okay, now you can take the logarithm table and check where the 1.33 is located. Let me check to share the tangent, the log table. So we got the tangent table now here 1.333. So now I will share you the screen. So this is the tangent table, and then I check 1.3333 where the location. So you can see there 1. 3, 3, 3 to 7 is there. 3 to 7, that is the reference 53 0 minutes. So 53 0 minutes there. Right, then check what is the mean difference balance here. So 3270 there. So what is the balance for 3333? Then check approximately what is the balance. Then 30 for 1300, 1.3330. Then we have again 43 balance. You can see we are the 43 balance under that table. You can see that you have around here balance is 66 balance there. So 66 balance we are like here you can see mean difference 8. Mean difference 8. Then you can specify it 53 and then 8 minutes. So that's how you take it. Okay, understood? So that is the answer, 53 degrees and 8 minutes roughly. Okay, you can sketch out how you deal with an angle. 53 and 8 minutes. Understand the concept. You select the non side lane and then mark with the angle to be found with respect to that. What are the sides given, whether it is opposite, adjacent, or hypotenuse. Then you deal which ratios to be applied. Then apply that ratio and take with the division. Then you can see like similar to the anti-logarithm. You see where this value is located in the under the certain ratio table. Okay, note it down. Once you finish, you can raise your hand. So you can see that difference here. It is like 63 there, 63 there. So 63 difference gives you there 58. That shall be 7 minutes, 7 minutes. Because the difference here, you can subtract 1.3333 and there we had 1.3270. 1.3270, just subtract 3 6 0 0 0 there. Right, then 63 is the balance. 63 locate 58 is the location. 58 belongs to the 7 mean difference minutes. 7 minutes in the mean difference column. Okay, right. Finish writing. I think that is done. So now I will tell you, as per this given side length, you have to choose, right? So now it is applicable into a bigger equation, but the concepts, small concepts there. Okay, now we have imagined this type of triangle. Okay, and here we have uh, 12 centimeter. Imagine here we have 16 centimeter, and here we have imagine here we have 10 centimeter and here we have 4.3 centimeter. Okay, then they are asking this angle theta. Okay, they're asking the theta. So we check whether we have two non-side. Yes, two non-side are there. Two non-length are there. And this angle is asking. So now you decide with the given angle, what are the given sides names, right? So now you check this angle and you check what is the side length, that is opposite sides, the opposite side. Then you check now what is this sides, that is the hypotenuse sides. So now you write their names, hypotenuse. Okay, now you think we have three ratios, the sine, cos, tan. Sine deals the opposite over hypotenuse, cos deals the adjacent over hypotenuse, and the tan deals the opposite over adjacent. Now you check opposite hypotenuse, where it deals, opposite hypotenuse deals with sine theta. So now you apply the sine theta for this triangle. Then sine theta equal opposite 4.3 centimeter divide by the hypotenuse 10 centimeter. So now you that sine theta equal, when you divide by 10, it is AC. Decimal point comes to the one place left side. Then it becomes 0.43. Better keep two zeros because the table shows with four decimals. Now it is like 0.43C00. Now it is the value of theta, sine theta. There is an angle theta. Its sine value is this one. Now you check which theta's sine values gives 0.4300. Actually, you take in the sine inverse of this angle, sine of inverse of this value, right? Now you check in which table, sine table, where 0.4300 locates. Okay. Now you check 0.4300 locates. We are 0.4300 locate. Now check. We move to the sine table. If you have the sine table, see it 0.4300. Right. Just here I can see 25 and 20 minutes, 25 degrees and 20 minutes. That value gives you 0.4279. 0.4279. You can just subtract without forgetting the decimals. 4300 is the required value, but we have 4279. Then what is the balance? 21 is the balance. 21 balance is there. So now where you take the 21 in the mean difference column, that gives you the mean difference columns 21 gives you in the 8 difference. So you have to add 8 to that. So here 20 minutes there. So you add 1 to that, then it gives you 25, 28 minutes. Okay, fine. Yes, correct it. These are the small tools of the question. Then we can directly now move to the bigger questions of O-level maths. Right. Move forward. Right. Okay, this is the question for you to do. Okay, I think that tool is fine for you. Now you can find an angle and you can find the side lengths that we discussed last week. Now I think we will move to the equations right together. Then when we are dealing the equations, we are using these concepts. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, my students, right now this is the conclusion. So where we use the trigonometric concepts. So where we are using in two different planes. In this horizontal planes, we are using the trigonometry, and in the vertical planes, we are using the trigonometry. In horizontal plane, how we indicate the positions of certain things. So they are for the horizontal plane to indicate the position of these things. We are using the concept bearing. What's the concept we using to indicate the positions of any certain places, anything? We are using the bearing concept. So what is the bearing concept? Bearing is measurement of an angle on the horizontal planes with use of the north as the basis. From the north, we are starting and measure the bearing. To which direction we use the bearing? To the and clockwise direction. We always the bearing used to the clockwise direction. Remember in the equations, we are using the horizontal plane trigonometry, and we are using sometimes the vertical plane trigonometry application. Right? These are the two planes. For horizontal planes, we are using bearing, and for vertical plane, we are using the angle of elevation and angle of depression. Angle of elevation, one thing, and the other things, angle of depression. Right. So I will explain that part, angle of depression, and we discuss, I think, in the scale diagram lesson also, angle of elevation and angle of depression. Right. Uh, so how it happened? So you know that we are here. If a plane is flying at the top, that is a vertical plane. So this is my eye level. All the times our eye levels are horizontal, right? When an object is running upward through the eye level, right, then we have to make our eye into this direction. Even this is the plane there, right? Then we can see that this is our eye level and this is called the vision line. Then we have to make our eye to this direction from the eye level. So this is called the angle of elevation. So remember, all the times when we are seeing an upward object from our horizontal eye level, if we see to the upward, then angle of elevation creates. When we see some things downwards from our eye level, in O level maths, all the equations build up, the eye level is horizontal. Okay. Then if we look into a certain objects downwards from the eye level, we have to make our vision line into this direction. This is called the vision line. Then this is the angle of depression. I mark it as alpha. Okay, this is the condition. So in short questions in all level paper also, we have seen that angle of elevation, angle of depressions to mark. So all the times remember, from the points where you look in, make horizontal line, that is eye level. Then if you look into the upward point, connect that 2 points. Then with the vision line with the eye level, the upward angle is the elevation and the downward angle is the depression. Okay, understand that two concept. In questions we will see this concept. That's why I teach you. This is a fast track theory, so I am not giving the notes. You can take into your mind, and if you need any necessary information, connect it. Okay, right now you know where we use the bearing concept and what are the conditions of using bearing to the north, from the north as the basis, and to the clockwise direction, and always the bearing to be indicated by 3 digits. So that are the 3 conditions of bearing. And then angle of elevation and depressions, you know, that are the related trigonometry on the vertical plane. Okay, right. Now we will move to the questions there. See how. Right. The first questions we will discuss here. Okay, right. So now we will make a sketch here. This is full trig question. Right. Now I share you the screen. We both will make together. Right. This is the first question I'm gonna discuss, and this tutorial will be shared to you to the website. No problem. But at the moment, we will practice how to deal the questions. Right. So a 5 meter long AB ladder is placed as shown in the following figure. The angles between the ladder and the angle shown in between the ladder and the floor is 32 degrees and 45 minutes. Copy the figure in on your answer sheet and mark all the data. Right. First question we both will do together. Right. Now you can see there. This is a vertical wall, and you can see that there is a horizontal floor. So, and you can see there is a ladder here, okay, right. Then AB, there the ladder length is 5 meters, right? You mark there, and this is 90 degrees. 5 meter long ladder is placed is shown in the following figure. The angle between the ladder and the floor. So this is the floor. That means this is the angle 32 degrees and 45 minutes there. Okay. Now copy the figure into your answer sheets and mark all the data. We mark all the data here. Using trigonometric ratio, find the distance between the ladder and the foot of the wall to the first decimal place. The first question, right? This is the ladder and this is the foot of the building. So they are asking now calculating this. I mark it like C, CB distance asking. This is X. Right, don't be afraid and confused, panic. Right now, slowly think that what they are asking to find. Now you think that they're asking a side length. Length is asking. This is how you build up your argument. Huh? Length is asking. So now you know to find the length. What are the two requirements? An angle is required and a non-side length required. Okay, so that's your argument, that's your plan to the question. So now you know what is the angle known. This is the angle known, that is okay, and there should be a known side length. What is that? 5 meter known. Yes, two requirements satisfied, angle and side is done. Now you think that with respect of the given angle, you write which side are you going to find. This is the BCX, and where the non side, this is the non side. Now with respect to the angle, you name the sides. So this is the angle and this is the 90 degree, always front of the 90 degree, that is hypotenuse. And this is angle adjacent side. X is the adjacent side, that is you need to find. Okay, now you wrote the names. Now you have to deal by a certain trigonometric ratio, the adjacent sides and the hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse to deal. Now you determine adjacent hypotenuse. Adjacent hypotenuse deals with which ratio? Cos theta. Okay, then you find the value of, you apply the ratio of cos theta. That is the end. Then just simplification. That is the difficult part to the students, to apply which ratio, how we apply. Right now you know it. Now apply it. Cos, what is the theta here? This one, cos 32 degrees and 45 minutes equal adjacent over hypotenuse. What is the adjacent length? X over hypotenuse is 5 meter. Okay, right. Now you have to take this one from the table. That's why we are, that's why we have a logarithm table. So this is my log table. Now I take cos. You know that to take cos, you use the same table sign, but you are looking to the downwards, right? Okay. Still the students are talking and seeing their results. This is students got 8 A pass and 1 B pass, B for commerce, right? Likewise, that is actually the happy of the teaching, right? එතට ඔයාලගෙත් දවසක රිසර්ච් ගත්තා මේ කියන්න ප්‍රතිඵලෙ ඒක කිව්වහම පුදුම සතුටක් දැන් අපි හැමෝගෙම රිසර්ච් සෑහෙන්නම හොඳයි මේ පාර ගොඩාක් දෙනෙක් මැත් සයන්ස් කරනවා මේ ඒක නිසා මේ හැමෝම හොඳ අධිෂ්ඨානයක් ගන්න දවසක හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකක් කියන්න. එතකොට අපේ රිලේෂන්ෂිප් එකත් වැඩි වෙන්නේ පුතා. ඔයා හොඳට ඉගෙනගෙන ක්ලාස් එකකින් හොඳ රිසල්ට් එකක් අරගත්තාම ඔයාටත් පුළුවන් හොඳට ෆේස් කරන්න ගුරුවරයාට. ඒක ඒ බයත් පොඩ්ඩක් හිතට ඇති කරගන්න. මම ඇත්තටම විභාගේ හොඳට වැඩ කරේ නැත්නම් හොඳට පාඩම් කරේ නැත්නම් හරියට වැඩ ටික කරේ නැත්නම් මම ගුරුවරයාට කොහොමද මගේ රිසල්ට් එකක් කියන්නේ? ගුරුවරයා හම්බුනහම කොහොමද කියන්නේ? ගුරුවරයාටත් අප්සෙට්. දැන් අපි මෙතන සර්විස් එකක් ප්‍රොවයිඩ් කරාට පුතා ඒක ලොකු වගකීමක් අපිටත් තියෙනවා. අපිටත් අප්සෙට් දරුවෙක් අපේ පන්ති ඇවිල්ලා රිසල්ට් එක අඩු වුණා. මට නම් එහෙමයි. මට දැන් මෙතන ඉන්න ඔලු ගිඩි ගන්නට වඩා මට ඕනේ ඒකේ ක්වොලිටි එක. රිසල්ට් එක පොඩ්ඩක් හරි අඩු වුණොත් මට හිතෙනවා මම කවදාවත් කියන්නේ නැහැ ළමයා වැඩ කරේ නැහැ ළමයා බැරුණා. ඒක මගෙත් පොඩි හරි ෆීලි එකක් කියලා මට දැනෙනවා. හරි. ඒ නිසා මේ ඔයාලත් ඒක ගුරුවරයාවක් මුදව ගන්න තමනුත් හොඳ ආසාවෙන් ඒකේ වැඩ කරන්නේ රිසල්ට් එන දවස ගැන හිතන්න හරිම ආසයි ළමයි රිසල්ට්ස් කියනකොට ඒ 9යි 8යි එහෙම ඒ දවසේ එනවා ඔයාලට ඒ නිසා ඒක වෙනුවෙන් හොඳට වැඩ කරන්න හරි right so now here we got cos 32 45 equal x upon 5 so now you check the table cos table but you are looking to the sine table but the downwards you are looking we teach you these things cos 32 where the cos 32 locates now cos 32 and 45 so cos 32 and 40 you look in 32 and 40 32 40 is there which value you can do it that is 0.8418 that is 32 40 then mean difference 5 you have to take mean difference 5 value and subtract it mean difference 32 45 8418 and then mean difference 5 that is 8 8418 8 that to be subtracted that is the difference that's the difference the others been added but in the cost the mean difference value being subtracted so here 0 1 4 8 and here 0 so then you have the answer 0.8410 equal x upon 5. Now you can subject x how? Here denominator 1 there. Cross multiply. 1 into x is x equal 5 into 0.8410 into 5. Now multiply it. X equal 5015 4.2050 meters. So that is the x. Right, correct it. Everyone got it? So that's the first part. So you copy the figure using the trigonometry ratio, find the distance between the ladder and the foot of the wall to the first decimal place. So we are not, we do not round it off. So you can round off to the first decimal place. To round off to the first decimal place, right, you check the second decimal place. That is 0. So you disregard everything. and you will not add anything. So the answer should be 4.2 meters. That is the final answer. They are asking to the first decimal place, that is 4.2 meters. Right. So that is done. That is part one. Okay, now I will share the screen for the part B. See there. The above position of the ladder is changed to keep the balance when climbing. The top end of the ladder is placed 1.5 meter above the previous position on the wall. Right. Draw the new position of the ladder on above diagram. Right. They are mentioning that the above position of the ladder is changed to keep the balance when climbing. The top end of the ladder is placed 1.5 meter above the previous position. Okay, then draw the new position of the ladder on the above diagram. According to the new position of the ladder, find the angle between the ladder and the floor. Right. Okay, draw the new position based on this information. Right. So, can you tell me how your sketch is done? Right. How to draw the new sketch? So, can you tell me? Now 1.45 meter is toply placed there, right? Now what about the ladder position? If I draw here, right? Now the ladder goes 1.5 meter upward, right? This is 1.5 meter upward. Now this is the position, and then can we keep the same terminals there? අපිට මේ terminal එක එකම කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද? Can we say, can we have the ladder this terminal when we move forward 1.5? Can or cannot? මොකද answer එක? දැන් මෙහෙම ladder එක තියෙනවා කියලා හිතන්නකො, මේක තමයි මගේ ladder එක, right? එතකොට මේ පැත්තෙන් 1.5 ඉහළට ගෙනියනකොට, so I bring 1.5 to ladder to the upward, right? Then what happened? A certain distance is coming here. Now, when we move forward, upward, the ladder 1.5 meter for parts, then this terminal also coming here a distance. Yes, angle is changing. So what do you think that here 1.5 running, what is the length running there? Is it equal to 1.5 or is it differ? What do you think? What do you think? This maybe near, right? Maybe this is the ladder, and this goes 1.5 upward. Then what about here? This vertically 1.5 upward going. Then what happened? Then we can think that this coming length also equal to the going length here, right? Otherwise, we cannot find the angle. But actually, it happens, right? Similarly, they're on the concept, right? So then what happened? Here 1.5 meter they are, okay, and here we have the previously 4.2 there. Now we have uh, the balance value. We can subtract 1.5 and we can find this length. Okay, how to find? I write the new position here, the new position. So I write the new position as 4.2 subtracts that 1.5 length. Okay, the horizontally now this is the length. So vertically it upward 1.5, but we have this the, this length as well. Okay, right. But no change to the ladder length. 5 meter is not changing. 5 meter is not changing. So you can use, there are several methods. Now you can see that this is vertically upward 1.5 meter. Then you can find the previous length here. Previous length. How to find the previous length? You can apply a certain trigonometric ratio to find this length, and 1.5 is newly added, but the ladder 5 meter length is not changing, right? If we are not thinking that if 1.5 meter is moving or not, if we have a doubt, we can use this length. දැන් අපිට ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවානේ මෙතන ඉහළින් 1.5 මේක shift වෙනකොට මෙතනිනුත් ඒකම එනවද කියලා පොඩි doubt එකක් තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම වෙනවද ඇත්තටම? Is that same? If we move forward 1.5 upward, right? This is vertical movement and this is the horizontally leveling movement. Right? When imagine we may have some doubts. So what you can do it, here you can find this length previously. You can find out this length with use of the previous triangle. How? You can apply which ratio? Now you are going to find the side length. Then you know that this is the opposite side with respect to of this angle, opposite side, and this is the hypotenuse. So that deals, opposite hypotenuse deals with sine theta. So I can apply to find BC length. I am going to find AC length. So I write sine 3245 degree equal, opposite side is AC over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 5 meter. Now I take 3245 sine value and check it. (3240) 0.5398. Then 5 gives you 12. Then 0.5410, right, equal 0.5398. That we not 12. Yes, 5410 equal AC upon 5. Then cross multiply, then AC equal 5 into 0.5410. So AC equal 2.7050 meters. So that means this length is fine, 2.7050 meters. හරිනේ දැන් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ. අර මෙහෙන් ඇදෙන මෙහෙන් උඩට යන දිගම මෙහෙන් ඇදෙනවද කියන එක කෙනෙකුට පොඩි doubt එකක් නම් මේව කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right now we found this length. Now actually 1.5 meter shifted. Now this is our new position triangle, right? New place position. So this is now, we had previously 2.705. Now 1.5 is added together, but no change in the ladder length, that is still 5 meters. So now they are asking this angle theta. Okay. Now we know this height. Then we are in a argument. How? Now they are asking to find the angle. So how to find the angle? We require two known length. Yes, we have two known length. This side is known, hypotenuse is not. Now you write with respect to this angle, what are the side? This is the opposite side, and this is the 90-degree fan, and that is the hypotenuse. So opposite hypotenuse deals with what? Sine theta. So now you write sine theta. First, add these two side lengths together to take the new position A dash C there. So find A dash C length. How 2.0705 plus 1.5 length. That gives you 4.205 length. Now it is 4.205. Okay, that is the opposite side, that is the hypotenuse. Then you apply sine theta equal opposite over hypotenuse. So that is opposite 4.207 4.205, because that is opposite and hypotenuse. Then you apply sine theta. Opposite hypotenuse is sine theta. 4.205 divided by 5. Then sine theta gives you 50 8, 40, then 2 remaining 425, 451, right? So you can put the 0 to the end. Now sine theta given 0 0.8410, that is sine theta. Now you are going to find the theta. Now you look where in the table, sine table, 0 0.8410 value there. So 0 0.8410, check there. Yes, 0.8403 is 57, 10, 57 degrees, 10 minutes. Then you have balance 7, where the 7 balance is there, 6 balance 4. 4 means 14. So theta is 57 degree and 14 minutes. Yes, now have the common sense. When the ladder comes near to this position, an angle getting increased. Why? If a ladder is come near to the wall, and then what happened? The angle of elevation shall increase. If ladder goes there, the angle of elevation is decreasing. So have the sense. So now it is increased the angle. Previous 32 something, now it is 57 due to this placement of 1.5 meter upward. Okay, this is how you deal it. Right, corrected. This is 10-mark question. That's it. So here what we did, you can see firstly we found a length. That's my first argument, finding a length in the trigonometry. Secondly, with the new placement, we found an angle. That's my second teaching method. Right, angle and the length. That's only. Select the suitable triangle, select the suitable ratio, and apply. Then small simplification only. Right. That question is done. Once you completed, raise your hand. And at home, check whether by looking the second method, but check whether the same angle given, if you consider, right, you can see there here, if you consider that if 1.5 move upward, he also come in 1.5, and then you can find out this length. How? 4.2 subtract this 1.5. Okay, then you have this vertical length. Then you can apply the tan ratio, opposite side known, adjacent side known, and then check whether the same answer given. Then the calculation would easy, right? Because no need to find that length again. Just you can find this length is subtracting and this vertical length known. The hypotenuse known. Then you can apply the cos theta. Okay, once you finish, you can raise your hand. Okay. Right. That is non-Bhuta. Okay, now we are moving to the second question. So it deals the bearing, because in some cases we have seen the bearing, but today we are focusing the trig part only, trig part now. So you know that, can't we give the this question as a C type question? You know that essay type question. How many essay type questions are there in the O-level paper? We have four essay type questions, means non-structured questions, right? Exactly. Normally the one geometry questions there as non-structured question. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතා කොටස් කරලා නැති questions තියෙනවා හතරක්. We call that are the high skill measurement question. High skill. No steps given. Directly you have to turn to the answer. So we have such four questions, part D2 and part B2. Okay, remember that. So now I move to such questions, non-structured. Just you have to move to the final answer. Right now, draw this sketch. High skill questions. To check whether you have high skill or not. Right. Just sketch. No need to write the question. Sketch it. So I will share this tutorial to you. No problem. Don't waste the time to write the question, just read and sketch. Diagram shows a vertical building and a vertical tower. CD is situated on a horizontal ground 40 meters away from each other, right? So that is fine. Now you can plot it in the book. Vertical building, vertical wall, here vertical wall there, and here in the same horizontal level there is another vertical building AB. So then AB there, and here we have CD. So CD there. Okay, diagram shows a vertical building and a vertical tower. CD. CD is the tower, and this is the building. Right. Okay. Ground 40 meters away from each other. That is 40 meters away from each other. 40 meters away from each other. The bottom of the tower C is observed from the top of the building B with an angle of depression of 32 degrees 30 minutes. So from which point, from that point, from B, so you have to make a horizontal line that is drawn from B, the horizontal line drawn, that is the eye level. Okay, that is the eye level. Then you are looking to the point C, so then make the vision line as meeting B and C. Okay, can see B and C connecting. That is the vision line. So the depression you can mark 32 degrees, right? 30 minutes. When you draw these things, right, make at a large. So no need to measure the angle, nah? Here it all not a scale diagram, just mark, no need to measure, but draw bigger, right, largely. If the height of the tower CD is 39.6 meter, you mark 39.6 meter there. Include the above data in the diagram by joining the necessary points. Find the magnitude of the angle of elevation when the point D is observed from the point B. Right. So this is the sketch put up. Okay. So from B, the foot of C is observed. So from B, then you have to make eye level to the from point. Then that is the B. Then this is the vision line connecting BC, and this is the depression. Now they are asking, they are looking from B to the D. So that means BD to connected, right? And the eye level is horizontal. This is BD connected, and this is the eye level that is horizontal. So they're asking what is the angle of elevation this theta is asking. Right. Now we have to think first how the steps of the equation. Right. And they're asking the magnitude of the angle of elevation. Now your argument, which one to found angle, right? So you required angle to be found. Then you remember that so told that to find an angle we required two length of the right angle triangle, two length required, two side length required. Now you check this angle is dealing which right angle triangle. You are selecting right angle triangles for trig ratios. So this is a right angle triangle you have, right? I put a name here E. So you have to choose BED triangle. Why? That theta deals with that triangle. So in the BED triangle, my argument, two length to be known. Two length is required to find theta. Now you have a point to find this BE length. How? You know that BE length is equal to the BC length. This length, two length are equal. Now you have a point here. You know that 40 meter, that you know that BE length. That is fine. But if you can find this length, then two side length, no. Now you are view to find this length, because the side length, one side is okay, one side okay, another side there. Here no chance to find this one, but you know the total height. So if you can find this DE length, then that would be okay. So you know that two length, then you can apply certain ratio. So for finding D, you know the total height. Then if you can find this length, then you can find the D. How? From 39.6 you can subtract this length. That's how you step up. Right? Don't hurry to write any ratios. Just plan in your mind. Without the plan, don't do the questions. Anything, don't write. So now your plan is, if you can find out this length, okay, then you can find this length. Now you are now going to find the length CE. Then you mention that to find the length we required an angle and a side. Which triangle you have to consider? The right angle triangle, this one, what we call BEC. Yes, angle known and the side also known. 40 is the side of this BEC triangle. And now your argument, okay, side length and angle is known, you can find the CE. So this is the process. You consider first BEC triangle and you find the side length. Then from the total height, subtract the side length, you can find the length here. Then you know, you consider this BED triangle, and then two sides is known. Then apply the ratio and find theta. Now you know that 80% is done in the question. පාර ක්ලියර් වුණාම පුතා යන්න ලේසි ගමන. පාර ක්ලියර් නැතුව ඔහි ගිහපුවාම ඔන්න වලවල් වල වැටෙනවා, ඔන්න ආයෙ ගොඩ එනවා, ඊට පස්සේ ඔන්න කටු ඇයෙනවා, ආයෙ ආපහු එනවා. එහෙමයි මැත්ස් වල අමාරුවේ වැටෙන්නේ. ආයෙ කපනවා, ආයෙ මුලට යනවා, ආයෙ හදනවා, ආයෙ කපනවා, වැරදි. එහෙම වෙනවා. හැම ගානකම ප්ලෑන් එක ක්ලියර් කරගන්න ගානේ. එතකොට අපිට ගාන හදන්න යන්නේ පොඩි වෙලාවයි වරදින්නේ නැහැ, one shot පාර දිගේ යනවා. Right. So that is how you write now. You write consider. Now you write consider. You write this information. Consider triangle BEC. Then apply the ratio. Now you know that this is the angle. You are going to find this length. I write X. So with respect to this angle, this is 90 degree. This is the opposite side. You write opposite in your mind. And this is the known one is the adjacent. Opposite, adjacent, opposite, adjacent. So which ratio deal? Opposite, adjacent deals tan theta. So now you write tan value, tan, 32, 30 minutes equal opposite, means CE length over adjacent. Adjacent is 40 meter. Now you take with the tangent table, tan 32, 30 minutes. So 32, 30 minutes, that is 0.6371, 0.6371 equals CE upon 40 meter. Just cross multiply here, 1 there. So CE equal 0.6371 multiply with 40. How you multiply such things? 40 means, right, 4 into 10 there. 4 into 10 multiplication 40. Now you multiply by 4. This one first. Multiply by 4 first. 4 1 4. 4 into 7 28. 2 remaining. 12 14. 1 remaining. 25. 5 there. 2 remaining. 4 into 0 0. 2 there. Into 10. Now 4 and 10. 10 multiplication 1 place to the right side past just the decimal point. Then that is 25.484 meters. Okay, right. Now you found the CE length, then you can find the DE length. How? Just from the total height, subtract this height. And then you write DE length equal, then 39.6 subtracts this 25.480, right? 14.116. So that is the length 14.116. You can better deal with to the first decimal place. No problem, because here 39.6 are also given to the first decimal place. So you can write it as 14.116, no problem, meters. Okay, now you know this length, the length 14.116. Now you know this length. So how to find the angle? Now you know this triangle. This triangle, right? The angle to be found theta with respect to that. What are the known side? So this is the opposite side. Known side is opposite, and this known side is the adjacent. So now you think that opposite adjacent deal with tan theta. So you apply now the tan theta to write the triangle name for ADE triangle. Consider, write their names. Tan theta equal 14.116 divided by 40 meter. Then take this division with the long division. 14.116 divided by 40. Then that gives you 0.3529. 3529. Then tan theta is known. Then you look into the table to find the theta belongs to that. So now you will see the theta 0.3529 in the tangent table. 0.3529. 0.35 08 there, 1920, right? 19 degrees 20 minutes, right? So then 21 is the balance. 21 balance at 6 minutes. 6 minutes means 20 there, 26. So theta equal 19 degrees and 26 minutes. Okay. So that is the 10 marks. Understood, everyone? That is 10 marks. Right, Buddha, correct it. Right, finish doing. Then we will move to the next question. So this one I give you for trying few 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 part. Right. This is also 10 mark. බලන්න අපිට නිකන් තේරුණාට ගානේ පාත් එක ක්ලියර් වුණාම පුතා ඇති දෙයක් නැහැනේ පොඩි සිම්ප්ලිෆිකේෂන් එකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. රයිට් වෙන ගණන් වගේ ලොකු අමාරුවක් නෑ ට්‍රික් එක. හරියට තේරුම් ගන්න පාත් එක ක්ලියර් කරගන්න. උඩට ගණන් දෙස බලන්න. හිතන්න වැඩි වෙලාවක් ගන්න. එකපාර ගාන දැකපු ගමන් ඇප්ලයි කරන්න යන්න එපා හදන්න. හිතලා හිතලා ගානට යොමු වෙන්න. Right. Once you completed, raise your hand. So we have uploaded the paper number 33 or 34, I think, to the website. You can take it and do it. Last time we discussed the paper 2 and this time a paper 1, right? But a bit good papers. Now we are sharing with you, right? So at later part of the sessions means when we are near to, I think I plan to start at November of what we call a geometry booster, right? Doing geometry questions at night, maybe 1 hour additionally to this fast track theory and paper both. Additionally, I do a few sessions per week, right? We will work hard and then your results would be okay, right? Especially, right? Doing English medium and getting A pass is very strong and getting 9As. Okay, Buddha, right? I think that is done. So the tutorial is with you, right? Do yourself, right? If you do the questions, right, then your knowledge will be polished. But if you do not work hard, right, but although you attend in the number one class in the world, but you will not be able to do the maths, right? You know that your O level results depend upon the work you time you do with yourself, work you do with yourself, right? Remember that. uh, uh, the work you do with yourself, not the works the teacher do, not the classes, number of classes you attend. No, it doesn't depend, right? So self study, have a time for the self study, right? Have a time to do the maths by yourself, maybe 1 2 hours per day, right? Okay. Yes, the session is recording, recorded. Right. Okay. Now we are moving to the question number 4. Right. Sketch out this one. Sketch out. The given figure shows about a horizontal building where AB equal to 80 meter. This is third term lesson. Nah? So you are learning the grade 11 third term lesson also. AB is 20 meter. BC equal 23.8 meters. Then in the triangle ABD, finding the length AD by using trigonometric table. AD by using trigonometric table. Try for that 2 parts. Give me 2 minutes because I did the equations totally. Right. Sketch it first. Right. We'll check. Now we will draw the sketch here, and you can send me the answers to the chat. I need to check your calculations, how you did it. We'll check it. So here, and here A, B, C, D, A, B, D, C, there, and here 20 degree there. Okay. Then we will check. The given figure shows about a horizontal building where AB is 20 meter. AB is 20 meter, and BC equal 23 BC. BC equal 23.8 meters. In the triangle ABD, find the length D by using trigonometric table. Right. See there, they're asking to find this one, a length. Right. So now they're asking the AD length. Now you know that length is asking. Then you require a non side as well as non-angle. So this is the triangle. AD relate to this triangle. In that triangle, you know that what is the angle, you know, 20. Then AD is asking, I write X. Now this is the non-side. Now with respect to this angle, write their names. This is the opposite. This is opposite, and this is the adjacent. Adjacent. Now you determine which ratio to be applied. Opposite and adjacent deals with tan theta. Opposite adjacent deals with what? Tan theta. Opposite adjacent tan theta. Then tan 20 equal, tan 20 equal, opposite is X, right, over adjacent. Adjacent is 20 meters. Right. Now apply the tan 20 with use of the table. Tan 20. Tan 20 degrees. So you have the tan 20 is 0.3640 equal X upon 20. Right. Just cross multiply here. Then X equal 0.3640 into 20 meters. So now X equal right into 10. Then X equal here multiplying by 10 means one decimal pass to the other side, 7.28 meters. Okay. Then that is the AD length. Hands up those who got the answer, AD length. So the side length asking, these are the 10 mark questions first part. So they check whether they ask into the decimal places. No. Find the length. So keep as it is. They are not asking to a first decimal place or a whole number. Sometimes they're asking. Then find the value of CBD. Check that CBD. CBD. This angle is asking this part. But check that this angle not dealing with any right angle triangle. Why? This angle is not belongs to any right angle triangle because the trig is applied for the right angle triangle at ordinary level, right? So now you cannot find directly this theta because it doesn't deal a right angle triangle. But if you know now that if you can find this whole angle, but that whole angle ABC deals a right angle triangle, this right angle triangle. So by looking to that right angle triangle, if you can find the whole angle, then you can subtract this 20, then you can find out the theta. That is my plan. Okay, then I check that to find this angle, I need to find an angle. What are the required things? Two sides there. So in this triangle, now you check that is 20 meter, the side length known, and this is hypotenuse, side length known, two side length is known. Now you write their names with respect to the angle you are going to find, right? So now you consider ABC triangle. This is the ABC triangle, and there you take this angle ABC, right, as I take it as theta. ABC is that as theta. Then you write this is the theta, and this is the adjacent, and this is the hypotenuse. Now you write respect to that. For theta, theta is the bigger one, ABC. This is adjacent side. This is the hypotenuse. So adjacent hypotenuse deals with cos. So you write cos theta equal adjacent is 20 meter divided by the hypotenuse 23.8 meters. Right. Then you have to divide by long division 20 upon 23.8. So you have to use the long division 20 upon 23.8. Then that gives you 0.8403. 0.8403. To 4 decimal places you have to take it, okay, to 4 decimal places. Then cos theta known. Now you take theta. How you take? You take the table 0.408403. 8403. Yeah, 0.8403 is there 32 and 50 minutes. So that gives you 32 degrees and 50 minutes. Okay, then that angle is found. Okay, right. Then they ask in the last part, find the length CD. Length asking CD. But that is not the answer for that bigger theta this is, but they asking the CBD angle. Then you can write CBD angle. They asking CBD equal this from whole theta, that is 32 degree 50 minutes, subtracts this 20 degrees. Then here 50 minutes there, then here 2, 1. So you have the answer 12 degrees and 50 minutes. 12 degrees and 50 minutes there. Right. Then they're asking the CD length. How to find the CD length? So CD length doesn't deal a right angle triangle side. Padre, CD length doesn't deal a right angle triangle side, but you have to check what are the x is found. But you can find this whole side length. The previously we found this x length. Then from the whole side length, you can subtract this x. Then CD found. Okay. Then how to find the bigger side length? You can apply now the angles found, the sides known. Here you know that here 20, here 23.8, and here you can find out because here theta also found. Now angle known, a side is known, and this side or this side, whatever, and this side is asking. එතකොට පුතා අපිට cos යොදනවට වඩා tan යොදන එක සමහර වෙලාවට lazy. So we have, when we have options, now you see that theta is known. What is the theta? 32 and 50 minutes. So that is the theta. This is the opposite side AC, and what is this one? Adjacent 20. So you apply to the bigger triangle ABC. So you take ABC triangle again, and you apply tan theta. Theta is now tan 32, 50 minutes equal opposite side. Opposite side is the AC over adjacent side, that is 20 meter. Now for tan 32, 50, you apply the value. Yes, Pythagoras dalat puluwan putai. Good. So because we know that the hypotenuse length and 20 meter, and we can also apply the Pythagoras theorem. But you know that the simplification is hard. Why? Here 23.8 to be taken the square, then subtract this square and take the value and square root. How you find the decimals square root? Can find, but the simplification is hard. You can use the logarithm if you deal with the Pythagoras theorem here. But this one is the easiest. So 3250. So the tan 3250 you apply. Okay. Tan 3250 degrees. 3250 is 3250 gives you 0.6453. 0.6453 equal AC upon 20. Just cross multiply. So AC equal 0.6453 into 20. Then multiply with 20. 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 5, 10. 1 there. 2 into 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 2 into 6, 12. 1 there. See 2 into 0, 0, 1. Into 10. So then multiply by 10. Pass 1 place to the right side. 12.906 meters AC. Right. Now that is the AC length. Then you found the X as 7.28. Then you write DC equal, right? AC subtracts the X means AD length. So 12.906 subtract AD length, that is 7.28. Subtract it. 6, 5.626 meters. That is the CD length. Make them. Right. Once you finish, tell that. Right now we move to the question number 8. So you have to make a sketch there first. So I share the screen with you now. Make a sketch of this. Right. First, draw the sketch. Right, Putta. There is a vertical building AB situated on a horizontal ground. Right, there is a vertical building AB situated in horizontal ground. A point X is situated on the ground 20 centimeter away from the bottom A of the building. Right, now we will draw the sketch. So you know that in the exam, lot of students write push to the B passes, C passes due to the paper two, right? So that is what this is very important. But දන්නවද පුතා ගොඩක් ළමයින්ගේ පාස් එක නැති වෙන්න හේතුව first paper එක නෙමෙයි second paper එක. පැහැදිලි? second paper එකේ තියෙන අමාරු බව නිසාම ගැටලුකාරී බව නිසාම ළමයි කොච්චර ඒ අරකට රිසල්ට් එක ආවත් සමහරු 80 ගන්න අය ඉන්නවා B එකට යනවා ෆස්ට් එකේ 80 ගන්න අය ෆස්ට් එකේ 80 ගත්ත කියන්නේ මේකෙදි අනිවාර්යෙන්ම 70ක් ගන්න ඕනේ. දෙක 150 එනවා දෙකට බෙදුනහම තමයි 75 හැදෙන්නේ. ඒතර සමහරවල්ට 70ක් ගන්නවා කියන එක ලේසිද? දැන් 70 කියන්නේ සම්පූර්ණ ගණන් 7ක් හරි වගේ හරියට. නේද 10න්. ඒකට ඒක නිසා ඒ කියන එක හිතන තරම් ලේසි නැහැ. ඒක විශේෂයෙන් ලේසි නොවෙන්නේ සෙකන්ඩ් පේපර් එක නිසා. ඒ නිසා මේ ෆාස්ට් ට්‍රැක් තියරි එකටත් උන්ට ප්‍රයොරිටි එකක් දෙන්නේ මේකෙන් තනිකරම සෙකන්ඩ් පේපර් ක්වෙස්චන් බේස් එකක් යන්නේ. ඒතර ඒකේ ක්වෙස්චන්ස් ටික අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන් මුලින් ඉඳලා. හරි? Right. So there is a vertical building AB situated on a horizontal ground. Right. This is the vertical wall. Right. Situated in a horizontal ground. Vertical wall AB. Right. Situated on a horizontal ground. Point X is situated on the ground 27 meter away from the bottom A. Here we have point X that is 27 meter away, right? Also, the point X is observed from the top of the building B. From the top, observed means the depression create. So you need to make eye level at the B because that is the observed point. The eye level is there always horizontal. Now it is looking at point X. Then you have to connect BX, right? Then with that line, that is called the vision line. With that line, the angle create is the depression that is 30 degree, and it gives you 12 minutes, 30 degree, 12 minutes there. Then represent the above data on a graph diagram. We done it. Find the height of the building AB to the nearest meter. They are asking the height of this AB building. Now check which right angle triangle you need to consider. ABX right angle triangle. Then check the height is asking. A length is asking Putta. Right. So to find the length, you required an angle and a side length. So which angle? You know that this is the depression. This is alternate angles. Why? This is horizontal level. This is also horizontal level. This is equal to this. So here it becomes 30 degrees and 12 minutes. Right. Okay. This is the angle. Now consider this ABX triangle. There you can choose the AB length to found, then this is 20 centimeter north. So now we are dealing which ratio, the AB to be found, check which is the AB side, that is the opposite side. So that angle, known angle, this is the adjacent side. Now you check opposite adjacent deals with which ratio, tan theta, tan, right? Opposite adjacent deal tan. Opposite hypotenuse deals sine, adjacent hypotenuse deals the cos. Right, now you apply for this angle tan 30 degree 12 minutes equal tan means opposite AB over the adjacent is 27 meters. Right, now you take tan 30 12 minutes. Now you take tan 30 12 minutes, tan 30 and then 12 minutes. 10 is there and 12 means 8 is added. So 10, 30, 12. So that means 5812 plus 8, 5820. 0.5820, right, equal AB upon 27. Just cross multiply here. 1 there, 1 into AB. AB equals 0.5820 into 27 meters. Then you can find out the AB, right, with the multiplication of this one. How to multiply this decimal? Forget the decimal, 5820 taken and multiply with the 27. Then separate the relevant decimal places. 0.5820 multiply with 27. So that gives you 15.714. That gives you 15.714. That is meters. But they ask into the nearest. We'll check. They ask into the nearest whole number first decimal place. To the nearest meter. Nearest meter means to the whole number. So to whole number means you check the first decimal place. That is 7. Right. Then you have to add 1 to that. That means 16 meters. It be equal 16 meters. Okay, correct it. How nice. Right. Right. Now we move to the find the height of the building to the nearest decimal place. Right. That is done. Now check. A child walks a certain distance from the point X towards the building on a straight line path and reached to the point C. He came to a point C where CB equal 20 meters. When it comes to the C, CB equal 20 meters. Find the angle of elevation of B from C, right? Now it comes to the CB as 20 meter to point. Now CB as 20 meters. So now you can connect the C and B. So CB as 20 meters. Now check the angle of elevation of B from C. Now check. This is the happening. Right now from X, they came to a point C. And then from that, look into the B. Look into the B mean eye level is always horizontal. This is the eye level already drawn. Now connect this C and B. You can see that this is the connecting line. Okay, that is 20 meters CB length. They asking from C the B elevation. So this is theta asking. Now angle asking. Now angle asking to find an angle, as I mentioned in trigonometry, these two things only. Finding a side or an angle. To find an angle, you require two known length. So what are the known length? Check that. We found the building height AB previously 16 meter. Now to find this angle, consider this triangle, right angle triangle you choose. We apply only the ratios for right angle triangle. So with respect of theta, you know that 16 a side and 20 a side, two side length known. Now name their side length with respect to theta. This is the opposite to the theta, that 16, that is the opposite side. Then this is the hypotenuse, 20 meter hypotenuse. Then opposite hypotenuse dealing, which ratio apply? Opposite hypotenuse, sine. So you apply sine theta equal, right, opposite over hypotenuse 16 meter over hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 20 meter. Okay. Then you can simplify by 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. Then it is very simple division. 4 upon 5 means 0.8. So you can put three zeros to the end. So that is sine theta equals 0.8000. Now check where 0.8000 are there in the sine table. Go to the sine and take 0.800. So that is uh, 53.53 degrees and 0 minutes. That is 7986. Right. Then 14 balance. 14 balance is given where at 8 minutes. 8 minutes. So the answer becomes theta equal, right, 53 degrees 8 minutes. Then you feel that yes, when a person reaching towards to the building, right, then the elevation should increase. If we come to a certain point, the angle of elevation is more, right? If it comes to a angle of elevation very more, right, come to the towards the position they are looking. But if we far away from the points they are looking, then the elevation will decrease, right? Correct it. Okay, fine. So scale diagram we done it. So sometimes in the trick question, scale diagram is part of that. So I upload the tutorial, then you can do the questions, right? Hands up those who completed. Okay, now we are moving to the last, another part of question. The upper part is the scale diagram. So scale diagram is done. Now we will move to this question number part B of this question. I need your answers for this question now. Because all the things by done myself today. So this is your chance. And further, I will share the tutorial to you to do the questions today. See the question, right? See, they are in the figure given. B is the vertical post with the base B, 12-meter long iron wire joining midpoint D. The post is fixed at C with 40 degree of the alignment, right? So find the distance BD by using trigonometric ratio, right? I will draw the sketch for you. See there, this is A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E, and here we have marked 40 degree, and here it is 90 degree. Okay, right. In the figure given, BE is a vertical post. Yes, B is a vertical post with the base B, 12-meter long iron wire joining midpoint D. Midpoint D, the post is fixed at C with 40 alignment. Find the distance BD, right? Okay. So B, 12-meter long iron wire joining midpoint D. The post is fixed at C, right? 12-meter iron wire. So this is the 12-meter iron wire. So that means CD length is iron wire. Find the length of BD by using the trigonometric ratio. So they ask in the BD, a side length asking. To find a side length, you know that you required an angle, and a non-length. Yes, fine. This is the angle, you know, and this is the non-length. So then this is the length to be found. You write their names near to that. This is the angle with respect to that, that is opposite side. And then this is the front to the 90, that is called the hypotenuse. Then which ratio you apply? Now you think opposite hypotenuse deals with sine. So you apply now sine 40. Sine 40 degree equal, right, opposite, that is BD upon the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is 12 meter. Okay, now sine 40 equal sine 40 degree. Sine 40 means 40, that is 0.6428 equal BD over 12 meter. Okay, now you can cross multiply 1 into BD. BD equal 12 meter into 0.6428. So you can find out the BD, just multiply these two. 12 into 0.6428 into 12. Then that gives you 7.7136. 7.7136 meters. Okay. Now the BD length is fine. Check whether they are asking whole number or not by using trigonometric ratio. No. So keep it as it is. Okay. Right. Then find the angle of elevation of observing the top of the post from the place A, which locates 15 meter from B. Right. Now 15 meter from B. Here the distance given from B 15 meter. It see the top of the post here by A. So this is the eye level. This is the vision line. So this is the angle. So that angle theta is asking. Okay. To find theta, you have the side length here. Okay. And here the length you can find, because to find an angle, as I mentioned, two sides is required. Without two sides, you cannot. So here 15 known, then you can find out this length. How? These the midpoint they are saying. That means these two sides equal. Here we found 7.7136. So here also 7.7136. Now we have this BE length totally. So BE length equal 2 into 7.7136. So 15.4272 right meters. So now BE length is known. Now if I extract the triangle ABE triangle, see there, this is the ABE triangle, ABE triangle. Then what is the theta here? This is the theta. Here 15 meter. And here this height is 15.4272 meters. So then you know you have to find theta. So you require two sides. You write their names with respect to the theta. This is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. Opposite adjacent deals which ratio tan theta. You then apply tan theta equal 15.4272 upon 15. Then you can see that this is not much difficult division. You can do it 15.4272 divided by 15. It's like 1.0284. 1.0284. Okay, now that's the tan theta. So now you check the theta, how, where the tan theta gives you this value. That is 1.0284 in the tangent table. 1.0284. 1.0284. 0284. So 02345 there, 45 and 40. Then 35 there, from 84 subtracts 35. 49 is the balance, 49 there, 47, 8. Then adding 8 again to the mean difference. So that means theta equal 45 degrees, 48 minutes. So we did discuss a lot. So today I upload another trig question question set by tutorial to the website. You can take that tutorial to practice by this week. So if you are not okay, I can conclude, I can do another session by next week also, trig session. So but within this week you must give the answers for that tutorial that is uploaded today or tomorrow. Okay, so always refer to the website. Papers also being uploaded now. uh, so take it and practice this week the trig questions. If you do not practice, what happens, you forget these things. You do not, because if you can practice this week totally the trig lessons, trig questions, the tutorials uploaded, then you can surely, I can guarantee you, right, you will be in a position to do the trig question, right? You can do, see the past papers even, right? You can do anything. So just two concepts. What are the two concepts? Finding a, you know that, finding a length or the distance, then finding the angle. That are the two outcomes of trig. To find the length, you required an angle and a non-side. To find the angle, you required the two non-length. That are the outcome, right, in the lesson. So concentrate the three ratios correctly. Sine theta means opposite over hypotenuse, cos theta mean adjacent over hypotenuse, tan theta mean opposite over adjacent, right? So with use of these three basic ratios, you dealing which ratio apply as per the given data. That's only. මේක ලකුණු 100ම ගන්න 10ම ගන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්න පුතා. right, ඒ නිසා අතාරින්න එපා. අර කියන්නේ අමාරු ඒවා අතාරින්න නිසා මේ ගණන් කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා හැමෝම මේ හොඳ අධිෂ්ඨානයක් ගන්න. රිසල්ට්ස් නිකුත් වුණා. ඊළඟට තියෙන ඔබේ රිසල්ට්ස් වාරේ. ඒකට හොඳට යොසුලුව කම්මැලි නොවි හොඳට වීර්ය අරගෙන වැඩ ටික කරන්න. right. පොඩි කාලේ තියෙන්නේ ඒක හොඳට ගේම් එක ගහමු අපි. එහෙනම් trig part එක ඉවරයි. එතනින් ගණනුත් කීපයක් හැදුවා. මම හැබැයි ටියුට් එක අප්ලෝඩ් කරලා ලබන සතියේ ඕකේ නම් අලුත් සෙෂන් එකට යනවා. නැත්නම් අපිට trig තව ගැටලු ටිකක් ඕන නම් ඒක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද trig එක ටිකක් අමාරු නිසා. right, any questions Putta from today's session? Are you okay? Can you send a message? Are you okay with the trig session? Or if any doubts regarding, are you okay with the trig session today? Uh, so you have a confidence of doing the question. I think so, right? So you can take the tutorial from the website and practice within this week totally the uh, trig part. Okay, right? If any questions to ask, you can send us a message. Then I will uh, uh, do accordingly the things. Right? Okay, Buddha. Right. So I think that is okay. But practice within this week. Practice is the most important once you get the theory part. Okay, so I upload the tutorial to the website, do it, and then we will meet by next week. Web class is on Saturday and the theory on the Sunday. Right. Thank you very much, students. We will meet by next week. Have a nice day.